Hey everyone, Sheila Keeter here, your teacher for inclusion. Today we're going to talk about something a little bit more fun, and that is clip art. And I'm going to go over the most popular clip art stores and people that have the reputation for having amazing clip art. But before I get started, I wanted to just touch base about the TPT algorithm because I've had some almost frantic like questions about the algorithm. And there isn't more information that I can share that I already haven't shared or that I haven't heard other people share. But just in case you haven't been listening to other people, I'll just briefly talk about it and talk about the things that you can do. And really the focus, I think, needs to be on the things that you can't do. So on September 12th, TPT rolled out this new personalization type of search, and it was supposed to be a smaller percent, but from the feedback, it sounds like it affected more people than maybe was intended, or maybe that they thought were going to be affected. And there has been a little bit of an uproar, and it sounds like there's more people complaining than there are people not complaining, because who's going to complain if you are doing really well, right? So we're not going to hear from those people. But it has affected a lot of sellers. And here is the thing. Only 30% of buyers come to TPT, leave with a product, and 70% don't. And I hear a lot of people, including myself, who feel like I have all these products, but people can't find them. And so I think one of the problems that this algorithm is supposed to solve is to get quality resources into the hands of more buyers. And this is supposed to be good for the seller. This is also supposed to be good for the buyer. Now, what is this going to do? It's going to take resources possibly out of the hands of people who have been selling longer and who always show up first in search, because they're taking into account more things like previews, thumbnails, conversion rates. They're now even taking into account feedback. People who have been selling a long time, they have all these things. So they're probably going to be fine. It's just something that needs to play out. So some of the things that you can do are to create awesome previews, create thumbnails, work on your SEO. And I'm not going to just say that and leave it at that. I think that what I'll do over the course of the next 4 weeks is pick one thing that you can change and maybe do a video about it. So if that's something you're interested in, don't forget to hit subscribe. The one thing you can't do right now is change your conversion rates. You also can't change your feedback, right? There's just nothing that you can do about that right now. Here are the things that I personally have noticed. I'm not a new seller, and I'm not a veteran. I'm not a large store seller either. The products that I have that don't have a lot of feedback are still selling. I even have a product that got 2 1s as scores because they were new and I had to redo the product. And that's still one of my top sellers. They've gotten multiple 5s since then, but still, like, a lot of the things that I'm hearing are happening, I just haven't seen happen in my store. And like I said, like, I'm not a veteran seller. I've been selling for 2 years, and I'm not a new seller. I'm just somewhere in the middle. And you need to remember something. TPT is not really consistent. Like, I have really great days, I have average days, and sometimes I have really low days. And it's the same with months. They're not super consistent. So we need to ask ourselves, is all of this the algorithm, or are we just really honing in on those negative moments? And the reason why I bring that up is because every time I have a bad day now, I'm like, oh, the algorithm. It's the algorithm. And I need to stop doing that, because I had bad days before. I had bad months before. I had surprisingly low months, surprisingly low days. Sometimes I only sold 2 items where I typically sell far more than that. So just be careful not to get sucked into it's the algorithm. They need to fix it. And I think the best thing that we can do is really just kind of wait this out. Because when you think about it, their aim is to get more resources into more buyers' hands. That's good for us, that's good for them. It just probably will take some time for the algorithm to sort out whatever it needs to sort out. So don't panic. Don't get down on yourself. Try not to let this put you in the dumps. I know that this is especially hard for people who count on that money. And my heart goes out to them. I myself was hoping to leave the teaching profession in a year, and this makes me stop and really think about that. Maybe making twice as much as my teacher's salary isn't enough. Maybe I should wait till I make 3 times as much. I don't know. We'll see what happens. The algorithm could completely change again, and it could go back in other people's favor. We just don't know. So I would just hang tight and see how things shake out, and try not to get too down about everything that's happening. Because overall, in the end, I think that it can be a positive. I think that it can be a positive for buyers and for sellers. Okay, so, and the one thing I did want to mention, as an example, look at Pinterest. Pinterest, I actually have deleted the course that I was selling for Pinterest, because I thought, I don't even feel good anymore about making recommendations for Pinterest. And I don't know that it's worth it for people to even use. And I completely deleted and lost money on making money on my Pinterest course. And so that's just one example. Google changes their algorithm. TPT does. It's all going to be the unknown. And it's going to be like that in every profession, even with teaching jobs. We have one of the more secure jobs once you have tenure, but there's still the unknown. So anyhow, that's my 2 cents. Is a little bit long for 2 cents. So let's go ahead and get into clip art. And I'm just going to go through and show the stores that tend to be the most popular. Most of these I don't use because I have middle school and high school resources. So I'm showing you based on different stores' reputation. The first one I want to show here is Tealazo Clip Art, because she's awesome. She's a YouTuber, and it's important that we support our fellow YouTube TPTers. So she's got some really cute stuff in her store, and it looks like it can be for all different grades, primarily in the younger grades. Next, let's go to Whimsy Clips. Here is Whimsy Clips. This is also primarily for elementary school or primary resources. You can see here she's already got a lot of holiday stuff in. Really cute stuff. A lot of people. And our next store is Creating for the Classroom. She, again, is a primary clip artist. Most clip artists are for the primary grades because primary grades use clip art. I myself use clip art in middle school. I don't typically use it for high school, but I do definitely use it for middle school. She also has a lot of cute stuff coming up for the holidays. Look at these Christmas 2 clip art. That's great. All right, our next one is Krista Walden, Creative Clips. She has a lot of doodle fonts and various things. Build a haunted house, coloring pages, and she is starting in with her holiday clip art as well. Gingerbread house here, Thanksgiving coloring pages, doodle fonts, build a turkey. Some of the stuff just amazes me how talented people are, how artistic and talented people are. Here is Desart. My new products are 20% off. That sounds exciting. Here are here's some holiday clip art. These are different types of holidays. Let's see. Here's some chess kids, ocean animals, men of the Bible. I guess that would be people who are, this might be a good one for people who teach in private school, because we don't typically teach men of the Bible at public school. We have Rainbow Sprinkle Studios, which has a lot of really cute clip art. A lot of super bundles you can see here. School supplies. Oh, she's got a lot of like year-long bundles. So if you create a lot of stuff, this might be the right store for you. Then we have EduClips. Again, super talented fall and autumn clip art, Halloween clip art, middle school kids. That's not the kind of clip art that I use though. This kind of clip art is middle school kids, really for primary school age kids. A lot of backgrounds. I've bought clip art from her for her backgrounds. Christmas bundles here. Santa's teeth, that's cute. Reindeer. And Christmas counting gifts. Adorable. We already saw Teolazo. And the one that I use, the one and only one that I use, is Queen's Educational Resources. She is awesome. If you have middle school resources and high school resources, she has excellent clip art. Look at these beautiful drawings. Look at this. They look real. Let's see, I want to show you more here. She's got different stuff. She does lessons as well. So she doesn't just do clip art. She does a lot of social emotional stuff, social skills. But look at these characters. They look absolutely real. And so I do novel studies. And what I do is I buy clip art from her and I put at least one person who fits the description of the character in my novel study. And what I also love about her clip art is that it's very diverse. So if you need diverse characters, which typically you do today, we've got a lot of diversity. She has everything that you need for middle and high school. All right, guys. Hopefully you had fun with that. And if you are in need of some clip art, you found some suggestions. And hopefully if you are stressing about the algorithm, you maybe can put your mind at ease in knowing that there just isn't a lot you can do right now. As I mentioned, though, over the course of the next month, I'm going to talk about the things that you can do and maybe do some demonstrations on, like how to do a really effective thumbnail, a preview, that sort of thing. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, friends.